Connecting, yes, of course. Grindr absolutely connects them. Cock to hole. However, educating, maybe not so much. Ain't nobody trying to learn on Grindr. Yeah. Hi, I'm Twysted Miyake-Mugler. I'm 31 years old. I'm one of the co-founders of the Toronto Kiki Ballroom Alliance. Walking into clinics, seeing Black people there, a little bit indifferent for me. It depends on the space. When it's like just Black spaces, right, depending on the actual physical location of the space, that will determine whether I feel comfortable in the space. Like, I won't necessarily go and seek out medical stuff in Jane and Finch, right? Even if they had gay-specific doctors in Jane and Finch, back then when I was younger, I wouldn't have gone to them, right? Because the safety thing was the first thing for me, and the stigma, and, oh, you're going to a gay doctor, oh, he must be gay. Like, it's just too much of that. Nothing related to the actual medical thing. It's just like the community side of things. I just need to know, like, when I look around that there's gay people in there, like, I wasn't so pressed on the Black thing when I was younger because our level of consciousness wasn't so focused on the race thing. I was coming out of Jane and Finch, I just needed somewhere to be gay, right? Now that I've been exposed to the gay world and stuff like that, I have a different understanding. But back then, it was definitely just needed to be somewhere queer, period. Even learning in the bathhouse, I'd rather do some shit there. They even had testing in the bathhouses back then, and I got tested in the bathhouse. I'd rather do it there than some other places. It just felt good, felt easy. It felt like it's a part of the culture there already too. My most memorable experience as a gay man with a doctor, like the only place I've been to is hassle-free. But the first time I went, it was me and two friends, like we were like 17. We were all on BGC Live. Underage, yes, whatever, but like some people were doing it, we were online. We had all met up as a guy in the same week. We had raw sex with him, which was a gag, right? So we sat down and wrote out a list of names, bitch. When I say I was like 17 and the list was so girl, ooh, right? But like, we wrote out a whole list of names because like, we were just like, bitch, what are we gonna do if something was wrong and whatever. So we took it to hassle-free because that's where we found out we can get tested. How did I find out about hassle-free? The bathhouse. That's where I found out everything sexual in the beginning, and I'm so glad that I was put in the heart of sex because I think if I wasn't exposed to all that stuff, just a lot more stuff could have happened to me in my lifetime. And it's so interesting now, even with all the ballroom kids that are still getting tested, it's such a group thing. For that first test, the girls are still going in groups. So it's cute to see that. If somebody in a Kiki house or my Kiki house was going through like something like catching an STI, they would go to the parent, myself, the mother, one of the godfathers, godmother. Like, there's a lot of parents in a house, Kiki house, first of all, and it's all peer, right? So it doesn't even feel like you're going to a parent. The hierarchy in the ballroom is like, there's your parents, so you have your mother and your father. Then you have like your godmother, your godfather, prince and princess, and kids. Do I ever talk to other Black guys about PrEP? Yes. When it first came out, like, none of the girls were here for it because we were like not sure, like, you know, the Black thing when it comes to like new medicine, like, oh, you're the guinea pigs, girl. You might as well just use the condom. You're gonna get sick anyways. Just use the condom, right? As time progresses, and I meet more and more Black people that didn't just come from like where I came from, I feel like the mentality has shifted. So there are Black people on PrEP now, like very out there and like, I'm on PrEP, like it's nothing. I might go to no random doctor, by the way. I'm going to one of the doctors that one of the girls that I know that's on PrEP go to, so I can more have that just quicker, simpler conversation about it because it's already who I'm comfortable with and I already have a relationship with them like that. I feel like building a relationship from scratch with somebody and talking about the whole sexual thing is just like, there's just too many layers that I don't want to go through again with anybody. So it's like people who already kind of know, who are in the loop, that's kind of who I go to. And Google, Miss Google, she never lets me down.